Wonderful Wednesday, December 20th, after school, after work story. What do we have in this bag? Let's see. D is for Drinking Gourd. Oh, you know that song, Follow the Drinking Gourd? You know, it's all about, 2 months from now when we celebrate Black History and how so many of our ancestors escaped to freedom by following the drinking gourd. So this is going to be great. Oh my. Yeah, that's a good spiritual, Negro spiritual from a long time ago. And it says, an African American alphabet. The tapestry of American history is made up of countless threads, marking the contributions of people from many different backgrounds and cultures. And D is for Drinking Gourd, an African American alphabet. Author Nancy Sanders highlights many of the remarkable achievements of and contributions from African Americans throughout our history. February is going to be here like, I say 2 short months, but every day is Black History celebration, not only the second month of the year. Yeah, it's a beautiful illustration. Oh my, let's look at this. February is one of my favorite months, yes. Not only because of love, but we really study our heroes. Let our people go, they cried, in speeches or with pen in hand. A is for abolitionists who are willing to take a stand. Sojourner Truth, yes, Frederick Douglass, and so many more. Oh my. They have detailed context on the side. B is for the Buffalo Soldiers riding across the plains. Bold and brave, they protected the West, the settlers, the forts, and the trains. C, sweat-stained hats and spurs that jingled. Rodeos with daredevils, clowns. C is for the cowboys and cattle drives to railroad towns. D is for Drinking Gourd and the North Star that led through the night from station to station on the Underground Railroad, escaping on a dangerous flight. Yes, they would look at where the moss grew on a tree, and that would determine what was north. And they would follow the signs in the sky, right? The Big Dipper, the Little Dipper, just brilliant. So many signals as far as how to escape to freedom going north. E is for emancipation, a big word that means to be free. When people heard the proclamation, it was a day of jubilee. F is for our founding fathers in the days of the Constitution. They helped win the war from British rule in the American Revolution. Yeah, you see a lot of this in the Broadway show Hamilton. What else? That's why G, thousands moved from the south to the north. G is for Great Migration. Families went to the cities looking for jobs and a better education. Where your families from both sides? Trace your roots. Mine, see, Nashville, Tennessee, Alabama, and so many other regions. Poetry, paintings, photography, the stage, hit songs at the top of the chart. H is for the Harlem Renaissance, a great birth of culture and art. That's where we had Langston Hughes, Zora Neale Hurston, so many, James Baldwin, so many more. So many great musicians, artists, geniuses. I is for inventions, new gadgets for people to use. Inventors have ideas for all sorts of items, from hair products to machines that make shoes. J, trumpets playing to a syncopated beat, crowds forming just to hear. J is for jazz and jazz musician. There's a new song in the air. Louis Armstrong, right? Cab Calloway. The Duke, Edward Kennedy. Right? Duke Ellington. That was his middle name, Edward Kennedy Ellington. Lighting candles, telling stories, reciting an inspirational quote. K is for Kwanzaa, a celebration of unity and hope. Right? Kwanzaa means first fruits. Umoja, is that unity? Nia, purpose. Yeah, so many. So many principles. L is for, wait a minute, did we do? Yeah. L is for Little Rock 9, the students who integrated school at Little Rock, Arkansas Central High, protected under military rule. Yes, they were focused, they were determined to integrate and show that they were great. M is for March on Washington, a civil rights demonstration where thousands of people gathered to support equal rights throughout the nation. Never too early to rehearse who we are, where we come from. N is for NAACP and the legal help it provides. This important organization has saved countless numbers of lives. We know Rosa Parks worked for the NAACP. We know James Weldon Johnson, the writer of Lift Every Voice and Sing, which started out as a poem. And we know that he was the first black, I want to say in Florida, to pass the state bar. And he didn't enjoy being an attorney, so he transitioned to other avenues. But he was a leader in NAACP. Oh! Outstanding athletes each do their best, inspiring both young and old. Is the Olympic medals. O is the Olympic medals. The bronze, the silver, and the gold. So many. So many athletes. Baseball, tennis, basketball. Oh my goodness, so many. Government leaders make important decisions for people in their cities and states. P is for politics and politicians and political candidates. Q, used to cover a bed at night or to keep warm on a cold buggy ride. Q is for the beautiful quilts stitched together with love and pride. Every day, y'all, you can celebrate. Black pharaohs in Egypt, ancient empires of gold, royal caravans to Timbuktu, ours for African roots, and the glories that Africa once knew. Hard work, little food, hearts heavy with sorrow, sold away from family and friends. S is for slavery, a sad part of our past. The Civil War finally brought it to an end. Slave ship. Yeah. You have to, I know that's sad, but that's why we do great now. T is for Tuskegee Airmen, flying their planes through the clouds. These pilots were heroes in World War II and won many distinguished awards. U, education, careers, achievement, and goals, a strong sense of heritage and pride. U is for universities and the opportunities that they provide. Yeah. Cast your ballot in the box. Let your voice be heard. V is for the right to vote and make a difference in the world. Storytellers, historians, and poets writing words that are wonderful and wise. W is for writers and the winners of the Pulitzer Prize. That's Toni Morrison and so many others. X, okay, a voice in the struggle for equality, a symbol of power and might, is for Malcolm X, an activist for civil rights. Y is for York, mountain man with the Lewis and Clark expedition. His brave explorations opened the way to new worlds for the next generation. Congregations gathering to sing a hymn church members joining hand in hand. Z is for Zion and churches of faith along the journey to the promised land. Wow, was this beautiful. So let's remember our heroes. Thank you so much, Nancy Sanders. She enjoyed math and science in school. Now history is her favorite subject. Yeah, and E.B. Lewis, acclaimed illustrator. He lives in New Jersey. Thank you both for giving us something to remember and to commemorate every day of the year, not only second month, not only the last month, but absolutely every month. All right, enjoy spreading history and hope.